right, hello and welcome. We're gonna be doing some test streaming here. This is my folks' place. In case you didn't notice that the background is a little bit different, and I'm looking in a different direction than I'm usually looking at. But yeah, this is my brother over here who's going to be helping me. That's the camera over there. You have to look over there. We go. There we go. That's my brother here. He's gonna be helping me out through this stream. Hopefully, the audio and everything, even if it starts a little bit shaky in the beginning, it's going to not suck towards the end. That is my goal, at least. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a little test stream. Hopefully, have some fun. Somebody in my Discord brought back the Renan memes deck. If you know what I'm talking about, this is an oldie but a goodie. We almost fight over with this list like a long time ago. There we go. It really was a while ago, but we played this truly. We almost did well enough to 5-0, but the deck was a lot of fun. But since then, a bunch of new cards have been printed, including a Valakut Exploration, which my Zoom thingy doesn't work, so we're gonna fix that. There we go. So we have Cleansing Wildfire. Nope, no, can't zoom in.
You have to go into the. Oh wait. Do you have to go into the settings?
No.
Wait, is it because it's like? Oh no, it's fine. Maybe you have to choose the like the control options.
Yeah, I literally did this before. I did this earlier today before the stream. It's one of those things that when you ask your cat to do the trick, but they don't, it's the same thing. And wow, wow, uncalled for. So the new cards that have been printed since then are Cleansing Wildfire and Valakut Exploration and Failure Retreat. Of course, these ones are the big ones, and that is the reason why in this version, instead of Explores, we're running Commune with the Gods. Commune with the Gods finds Exploration, it finds Failure Retreat, and it also finds Dryad as well. Obviously, it also finds all of your lands, right? So this is where we are going to be starting off, and it made sense. Like the person from my Discord. Let me find who it was, because I always like to give you credit where credit is due. But they were telling me that they have been enjoying this list. It was Rich Tanner. Thank you, Rich, for posting the deck and inspiring an old classic. But the idea is to abuse the power of Valakut Exploration. In case you don't know what Valakut Exploration does, this is a card that it's actually seeing Legacy play right now. It's an enchantment that has landfall. It says whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card as long as it remains exiled. And then at the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to an opponent. So it's both a source of card advantage, and it's also a way to kill your opponent, like 1 point at a time. But when you have cards like Dryad, when you have we're playing 9 fetchlands, so definitely a big combo with fetchlands, obviously. It really adds up to a lot. The original list had stuff like Simian Spirit Guides, and it had stuff like only one Failure Retreat, and it had Seismic Assault, which I wasn't that a big fan of. That is the red enchantment that you discard a land and it deals 2 damage to any target. I wasn't that big a fan of that card, so I decided to go a little bit more towards, go a little bit heavier on the enchantment theme. Obviously, we have the Valakuts down here. I fixed the mana base a little bit. The original list had like 29 lands. Of course, I went up to 32 because that's what I do. The exclamation point from meme is real. that is no joke. But yeah, I added the Grazer as a little bit of extra ramp, and then a couple of loans and the one of Prismatic Omen, which by the way is another card that we might find with Commune with Gods. Then when I was building the sideboard, I thought about Cleansing Wildfire. Of course, the card combos very well with Flagstones, and kind of got interested in maybe jamming a couple of copies of this in the main deck. This card is actually pretty impressive in the modern format. It just does a bunch of stuff randomly, which is great. And then the fact that it cantrips is huge, and of course, like the combo with Flagstones cannot be understated, right? Like Spike has been having a lot of success with the Jeskai Wildfire deck, so we basically have the same thing going on here. But yeah, the only thing that I'm not so sure about in this list is these two primetimes. Maybe this should be a couple of explorers or something like that. We're gonna see how that goes. The sideboard is just a bunch of cards that I threw together. Don't look too much into it. I'm just trying to cover some bases. But yeah, we're gonna see how this very preliminary list fares through a league. But yeah, hopefully we get to do some silly, stupid things. What is happening here? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that primetime ETV trigger. Just enjoy it.
We're just, playing lands.
Dude, like, he was making a joke on me that I named this deck Modern Lands, and it's just like, out of all the decks that you play, this is the one that you decide to name lands. And yeah, apparently I could probably name literally any deck that I've ever brewed just lands, and it would fit. It would make sense. Sure. It's weird, but like any land, and this is broken, so I think I'm gonna go with Stomping Ground, because we can then fetch. We can then play the Ren if we need to.
Wait, this.
Oh, the motor sounds. Oh
my
crap! God damn it! Motor, why?
I love motor sounds.
Oh, Don, get out of here!
They're so
Jeez, they're so bad. Some streamers actually have motor sounds, and it kind of blows my mind.
Oh yeah, it might be super loud. Maybe if you also get a follow or stuff, they also might be super loud.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna preemptively limit the sound. Okay, so
it's a new setup, so
yeah, it's a brand new setup. So I appreciate the feedback, because we can't really check that live, So what are we gonna do here? I kind of wanna just pass with Reclaimer up.
Flagstones.
Just like sack the planes for Flagstones.
Oh. Monopoly Tron. I love that people are still trying to make that work.
Yeah, all my stuffs, I guess, are also gonna be messed up. Fun.
I'm sorry, I don't play Mono.
Sure. So that means that I want to play Ren this turn. So we're gonna find the fetch. Yeah, right. So we find the fetch. Yeah. We get a fetch land here. Then we play Ren. We get our fetch back, and we play Reclaimer. Sick. Okay.
I always appreciate that when you fetch a Reclaimer, you get your lands stack is bigger than your non-land stack.
Always.
Every single time.
Always. Land. Reclaimer 3/4. Broken. Let's go.
Younger because I have hair.
Yeah, he has hair. Still. I don't. That's how you can tell.
Still. It's a matter of time, but...
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, kid. Enjoy it while it lasts. Opponent fetched for an Ursus mine.
Although my eyesight is worse, so that's something.
Your eyesight is worse. Hello.
Don't we just wildfire?
Yeah, we have to wildfire for sure. I guess we don't have to. They might not have Tron, but it feels like the only way that we might lose is if they have Tron.
Do you have GQs?
we do have Ghost Quarter.
So Ren uptick, wildfire, and then get a GQ and we do Ren killer shit.
Sounds good, right? We wildfire first or we wildfire second? I guess that we wildfire first. Because we might just naturally draw the Ghost Quarter. It's the one that I searched for, I think. Yep.
Oh.
Regasm.
That's it.
Regasm. Is it better to get a fetch or is it better to get planes?
Since we have an exploration, I would imagine it's better to get the fetch.
Yeah, you're right. Is this deck broken?
I think Ren and 6 is broken.
I think this deck is broken. That's cute, man. When the fetches fall in.
Can you imagine having lands that's up for 1 mana?
Isn't that cute? Like, my opponent just fetch for wastes with her name. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be hella fun. God damn, it's so tiny. That's what she said.
To you, not to me. Well,
no, I'm thinking if I want to draw it first.
Oh, that'll be nasty.
That's what I'm trying to say, exactly. Let's do this first. They can remand, but they can't do the other thing. They can't condescend. There's a remand.
That's fine.
Slightly annoying, but not that big of a deal.
I mean, you can still Ghost Quarter and get
we
back
can also
Ghost Quarter.
Vesuva. Yeah, right? Vesuva the Ghost Quarter, we Gracer, play a land. I guess, yeah.
No, I think you want to Gracer the Vesuva in.
Yeah,
so you want a Ghost Quarter, get back
Rose.
Or that way. That also works.
That we Ghost Quarter the mine. Get back, Ghost Quarter, replay it. Fun. I hope my opponent's having fun yet.
You certainly are.
I am having fun.
You can do a draw step, but it's not necessary.
Do I even want to do it?
No.
I think we just chill.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to expose the Ghost Quarter to like a relic or something like that, you know? Obodo.
Nothing.
Oblivion Stone.
That could be bad.
That's a card.
How many basics does one of the Tron play?
Like 6 or something? I don't think if we can lethal them on the untap.
Is our audio alright, by the way?
Is what?
Is our audio? I'm asking the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm a streamer, so I interact with chat. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh, kid. Oh, kid.
You can go score to their islands. Oh, wait, that's...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think that does anything for me. So, the best thing I can do... We have a loam already in hand, so I think the best thing I can do is to just get back flagstones and pivot. So, we go for...
Oh, wait, no. Wait. Creature enchantment. Oh, I missed. Okay.
Missed. Both Valakids go to the yard. God damn it.
You can get them back.
Yeah, I can loan them back. 1, 2, 3. can attack with Gracer, obviously.
Oh, we're so close to it. Well, that puts pressure on their Ostone.
Yeah, they have to crack Ostone on their turn. So, like, their turn has to be to grab the Ostone, basically.
Oh, yeah, because we can just Wildfire.
We just loop Wildfire otherwise, so it's probably not good for them.
That's hard.
Yep, just face activation. It's fine. So, we suck Flagstones. God, this is hot. This is hot. No, I'm trying to think if we have lethal, because we can play land, that's 3 damage. We can play second land, that is 9. So if we get a fetch land here, they die. So that's cool.
Nice.
So let's do that.
You can also go square yourself.
Don't dredge. 2, 3. Valakut. 3U. Oh, ACS is back? Fuck yeah! So sick. We fetch and then we go square ourselves. Boom. Yes. Go square. Yes. Land. Dead. Whew. That was.
It was smooth.
All right. That was hot. That was hot. Okay.
So we beat what's her name? The Golem.
The Golem?
Yeah.
Sundering Titan?
Yeah, that one.
We just do what we just did. They never have more than 4 mana or 5 mana.
Yeah.
I don't think I like the retreats too much. Maybe we can count an exploration. Racer. What's up, John? How's it going?
Mr. Is it Zang? Oh, wait. Hey,
I can't even chat on my own chat. God damn it. Milady indeed. Milady indeed. Blossom sounds terrible. And
to be fair, Force of Negation isn't fair.
oh, I am the best. You know that, John. You know that.
You spelled Juan Cruz wrong, John.
Kind of don't think we need this.
I was thinking Damping Sphere seems
yeah,
bad.
it's kind of weird, right?
If it was regular, yeah. Oh, enjoy it. Nice.
Sure. Yeah, I think I like this hand.
That's sick. You can Flagstones into... Oh, not Flagstones. Wildfire into...
Probably the best thing that... So I was gonna say the best thing that we can draw is a Ran, but... Moto knew that already. I think I'm gonna play these Damping Sphere here. Just as bait. This is just bait. Like, my opponent wants to counter it.
They can still get rid of it with like a...
Yeah, but this is like the best case scenario, right? We threw our worst card, we just... They do get the Scry, but like we traded with the card that we were afraid of, right? Which was the counterspell.
Maybe we do keep them in Sears because our opponent thinks bigger threat than it really is. And we play around that.
So we just get them?
Yeah, mind games.
With mind games? Well, we have to Wildfire here.
That's wild.
Really? Really? That's... Is that all you got?
What do you want?
Is that really all you got? Second Condescend would suck.
Tough crap.
Spell Burst.
Oh shit. I didn't know that card existed.
That's your classic E-Tron kind of card, Blue Tron kind of card.
It's what makes Blue Tron a brew.
Exactly. It's Brewtron. See what I did there?
I see it. I don't want to. I see it. Are they gonna
coding? Probably. I mean, it doesn't do anything, right? We literally outrace their coding. We just play 2 lands a turn. Of course, I'm saving the fetches because we drew the exploration here. So next turn we draw like 15 cards or something.
I don't know, 4? Yes.
Close enough.
5?
So the only thing I'm really scared of is, I guess, Sundering Titan. It wouldn't even be that bad, actually.
I mean, it just Armageddon's us, but fine.
It Armageddon's us, but like, we
have flat stones.
So we still get to play. Yeah, coding doesn't do anything though.
That's cute. Oh no!
Getting that one back. So. And they have the blast zone, so maybe we do have the force though. Let's see what they do. Tapping out for something. Wormcoil Engine. It's true Valakut, let's end this.
Is that good? I'm new to this, so I don't know. Is that good?
It's okay. What do we want to fetch for? Let's get a forest.
So what does this murder, aside from everything?
Green, I said. Green.
Should add a green.
Think so? Do we want to... We're killing the card, that's the easy part, but do we want to kill some... I think we do get that with Valakut. There's the option of getting Valakut plus Field. I think we want to do this. Always yield. Yes. That was something.
So what does Sundering Titan do now?
Sundering Titan doesn't do anything.
Is that an exile or kill?
It destroys.
Good. Mindslaver. And they can't. Oh, they can't. What? They can't if they play a land.
They play a land. We are in trouble. They don't play a land though.
I think
we will not block down. So close. Opponent, you were so close. That was so cool what you just did.
It was pretty.
That was so cool what you just did.
They could have done some of the things. We can even force a bigger hit.
What?
We can even force a bigger hit.
Oh yeah. This baits the counter spell. I guess. Command.
Oh no.
Got me. That's unfortunate. I was successfully gotten. Alright, I'm ready to call this deck broken. Yeah. I'm ready to call it broken. Once again.
Try it, toss it again.
Once again. How many shells can I find for this card that are gonna be completely insane?
To be fair, you're playing against Tron.
Yeah, that's fair. Is this even real? Boom. Wanna know. Onto the scoreboard. 100% win rate.
is too good.
Deck's too good.
Ban it.
Deck is too good. Reclaimer does it again. Reclaimer does it again.
So what did we learn?
What did we learn? That it doesn't matter what you do. Like these cards are just too silly.
The deck will win.
Yeah. To be fair, that primetime top deck right there was pretty hot.
They're really good.
My opponent's playing a Lurrus deck. So I'm going to assume this is a shadow deck. Let's keep it.
I mean, they can't.
I'm pretty intrigued after to see this card and see what it does.
I was gonna say they can't really retreat.
Yeah, that's what's exciting about this.
Giant Shadow.
Maybe then we're gonna see a Hex Drinker.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think this is what we do.
Then just run 6 minus.
Then we run minus.
And it's kind of like, hey.
Discard spell or bust. Like, that's basically what it's up to. Damn it.
Oh, they do have it.
Okay, so they have to take the red. Don't really have any other options. You can't beat the red and 6 opponent, so just take it. My opponent must be looking at this hand and be like, God damn it.
I can't beat that. I can't beat that. I can't beat that.
I mean, they're gonna get to play a Scourgeon too.
Don't worry, we're gonna
3, I guess.
We're gonna uptick. We're gonna draw a run at 6, and it's gonna be Thugs' Bug.
Thugs' Bug one time.
Or, draw to win.
Did draw to win, which is caught. So let's Reclaimer. We're gonna play the Suba here. I guess I'm gonna copy the Peatland. Maybe they will spend all of their mana to develop Hex Drinker. Damn it. Have a better line.
Well, now it's a little bit scary because 4 part.
Except it's not. Dice to Valakut. That's scary though.
Also, 1/4/4 is more scary than the other 4/4.
Well, this is a better 4/4. That's not gonna be a 4/4 for long. 4 for long, right?
Yes, if I was any better. You gotta tap read, by the way.
You gotta take me, baby.
I'm just teaching you how to play the game.
Alright, we are gonna get to. We're gonna get a couple of 2/2s. TBR would suck. And this Hex Drinker becoming a 6/6. That's when it starts to be an issue. But we have Ghost Quarter, we can Ghost Quarter on Flagstones. That should be a couple of triggers, which is nice. So we can make 3 6/6s. Might have to chump
6/6s.
3 2/2, sorry.
There we go.
Close enough.
Or 2 3/3s.
You might have to chump the Shadow here, actually.
Oh, I guess we're not gonna be able to.
Because we don't chump the Shadow.
But they have Secret Cards in hand.
Yeah, but I'm just off, right? Because they just this.
Oh yeah, they have it.
Can't haste my dude. Alright. I was joking about Hex Drinker and it ended up mattering. That will teach me.
To be fair, it wasn't Hex Drinker that won the game, it was Thoughtseize.
It was Thoughtseize, yeah, that's true. Ban Thoughtseize. Too good. Funny thing is that we did have lethal on the crackback. Like we chump, we make it dude, then we play Ghost Quarter +1/+1, we play Ghost Quarter ourselves, so we get 2 more +1/+1 counters. That's kinda hot. Wildfire out of here. Anger?
Relic, maybe?
Kind of feels a little bit like oversideboarding.
Just Birch.
Not like Spotty Coleman.
You don't like it too much, nothing.
It's weird. That's my point. I think we just do this, huh?
Commune. So,
Don't love the commune, but I don't like my other options. Maybe gold. Yeah, I guess. Just do the one of commune.
It'll make loan wars, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I threw this sideboard together, so I was more worried about stuff like, Goblin Guides and Swift Sphere, so that's why I'm playing bold, but, like, I could definitely be playing Path to Exile over it, right? So, it is obviously a work in progress.
Doesn't do much, but it's okay.
It is kind of interesting, right?
I would have thrown one of the cycle lands.
I want the basics in my deck because of the...
I guess you can play one of them, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's just better. And I want to play this on one. And we commune on 2. That enables our loan. Hopefully.
It turns through like a classic. It's really a classic.
I'm still gonna commune here though. Because now, hopefully, I'm gonna play Reclaimer as a 3/4.
You are. Dryad seems. No. Exploration seems really good against them.
With the loan. Yep, let's do that. That's 2 Dryads now, which sucks, but Exploration is just too good right there, right? Next turn we can Reclaimer plus Cycle Groves, or we can Reclaimer plus Loam. Good point, that's cute.
They do the thing. The shadow thing.
This shadow thing has been done.
What a boy.
Also, I just realized that we just mailed the glass zone, and we have a line from Loam in hand. Which is kind of cool.
That's a big fat goy.
Big fat gold has been called. I think we'll Reclaimer plus Cycle. I'll be taking a lot of damage from this guy. Next turn we get to... Come on, we don't get to anything.
I know it's thicker.
Thick goif. Damn thick.
Reese's.
Correct number. Reese's.
Oh, that doesn't do anything.
Awkward. Awkward.
Well, get less.
I think I want to Exploration. And next turn we get our engines going. What do we get here? Reclaimer would be sick. Probably Jukebog.
Oh, it's gonna go in the graveyard, it's fine.
Yeah. It also pings them for 1.
Helps them, sure. they're gonna do the shadow thing and they're gonna take one?
Maybe. We did successfully ping them though.
Oh, they're gonna shock. Didn't shock.
Coward. What a coward. It's gonna be the goif, but then we can make it into 4 or 5, I guess.
I mean,
still getting
TBR is sleep.
Yeah, we're not in good shape. We're not in good shape. But we're learning. We're learning. Dex weaknesses.
Goif.
Goif.
Who knew after like 3 years a deck that is weak to Goif? Is that every type? Oh, try it.
Biggest Goif is 9-8. 8-9, yeah. Tarfire. Bitter Blossom.
We can bolt ourselves.
What?
To make it easier.
What? Well, we're loaming. We're getting back Blast Zone, Scatter Groves, and Bog, I think.
We should have bug ourselves.
Probably bog ourselves.
Sad. Just put a...
What if we bog them?
Then they would have a 4, 5.
If we bog them, they have Planeswalker, Creature, Sorcery, Land, Enchantment, which is that. Okay, so we have to bog ourselves. Saddest timeline confirmed. No. We want to stack the other way. So, Valakut Exploration. Then bog ourselves.
What does that matter?
Oh, that's right. Goes to the exile. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't matter. Never mind. Classic Celestial Purge. It's okay. It's okay.
Weird that.
So we cycle. What are we looking for? We're looking for them to not have a bolt.
Dryad plus Valak.
Step number 1. Dryad plus Valakut. Does that actually win? That might actually win if... Yeah. Dryad plus Valakut wins.
Because we can play multiple lands.
Let's play Lurrus. Let's play Lurrus. How can I beat a Lurrus? Exactly. They also took the point, because they're trying to draw into... Bolt. I'm gonna cycle an end step though. Gets me closer to my cards that matter.
Oh, they did draw it. Oh,
So,
wait, they already had it.
They just slow rolled me. Womp womp.
I respect the slow roll.
You respect the slow roll?
Yeah, I've done it my fair share.
Wow, what an asshole.
Slow rolls can be tasteful.
Slow rolls can be tasteful. Alright, go ahead. Explain.
Let's say you're playing against Tron.
Okay.
And that's justified.
Get wrecked.
Even if you're like...
Also just realize that chat is not working.
It's even better if you...
Agreed. Alright, so we got a vote for slow rolling Tron is justified. I did get the dono stuffs. Today we're gonna do... This is kind of like a test stream. We're trying to see whether the setup works out. Like, for example, I just realized the chat isn't working. So, it isn't working on stream. So, like, we're trying to do that kind of stuff today. Because I didn't want... I also want to know whether the internet here can handle the streaming. Which I think that I think that we're kind of okay. Who the hell is this guy?
I'm the best mod on this stream.
Wow.
That's who it is.
Wow. Best
Yeah, I said it.
best mod has been called.
I said it. I'm not scared.
Best mod has been called? Jeez.
Oh shit. He got me.
Wow.
I wish, but I'm not Canadian.
What's Canada?
It's this universe. They have free healthcare there, you know that? Well, free. But still, like, you can, if you're feeling sick, you go to a doctor, and it's not that bad.
Wow. You see, the brother that knows how to win events.
That is, I'm gonna, wait, that's true. They haven't seen me since I won my tournament.
That is true. I think we get a fetch here.
I've had my fair share of Lurrus and Tron. Oh, I didn't get to finish my my monologue. So, it's okay, not only okay to slow roll Tron, but also to make it seem that they have it. You make it seem like they have it, and then you just win. And that way, because there's no better salt than Tron salt.
That is true.
Because
that is true.
Not only are they even saltier because they think that they outskilled you, when we all know, and they know that's not the truth. And so it's all a bunch of different component elements joined together to show us that it is the best animal.
That's such a beautiful thing you just said. What am I assuming here?
Learn what you can. That's true. I close out.
3 friars. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 7 months.
More hold on, Stabs. You activated my trap card.
My opponent might be playing the. Maybe he's playing.
I've surprised my fair share of people with how weeb I am.
I don't even know what the word weeb is supposed to mean.
So you know how you go into my room and there is a whole library full of manga?
Yeah.
That's weeb.
Okay.
Like, library that size, and it's just like all of it. And you see how could someone spend
you are full of it. I do second that.
How could someone spend so much money on so many useless things that you could get for free? Because if you go to any website that has manga in it, you can just read it and it's fine. But I also have it in my hands, and it's worth it to me. To you, it means nothing, but yeah.
I'm just hearing words that you're saying.
That's step 1. Step 2.
It's put an anime character on it. That sounds accurate.
Hey, it's a waifu, and it's a body pillow. Anyways, that's also step 2. Waifus are very important.
Waifus are very important. Wow, we're learning today, huh?
By the way, Chad, as you know, I don't have a girlfriend, so as it can be predicted. But yeah, waifus are very important. You have to be able to understand some Japanese, like some classic phrases, like "Datsubayo" is an important one. It literally doesn't mean anything. It's just something that people say at the end of sentences. It's kind of like a custom thing. What else is weeb? Spike's kind of a weeb. He has he has the hand things. That's weeb, very weeb. What else is weeb?
Don't mind me. I'm just loaming here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm on my I'm on my monologue.
Yeah, no, just go ahead. Keep
I
going.
don't even know what we're playing against.
We're playing against the Bant Spike deck.
Cool. That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. What else is weird? Ayaya is weird. You don't have Ayaya enabled, do you?
That is just not true.
Ayaya is weird. Ayaya is the weavest. It's great.
It's just not true. The fact that I don't have AI is just a blatant lie. Yeah, I mean, we have Scatter Growth going, so let's put to do this. Cycle.
I mean, I don't want to call it, but I think we're in a win position.
Think so?
Yeah. I don't want to, like, go on a limb, but I think this position is. Cool.
Was that cool what I did there? I think it was pretty cool what I did there.
Anyways, I've had another thing that's weird. I've had multiple conversations to people about the meaning of Evangelion. That is, and they've all come out with different types of conclusions.
What? Oh, different types.
Yes. Do you know there's a new Evangelion movie coming out in like 2 months?
Really?
Yeah. Do you want me to go on a tangent about Evangelion? And why
I would not be opposed to that.
And why there's movies coming out about it?
I don't mind that. So I think we might be on.
Staff, do you think I haven't done that? You underestimate me, my friend. You haven't seen my full power.
This is not even his final form.
I just seen my final form. Anyways, so Evangelion. There's the anime first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they run out of budget, so the creator. Oh, fucking his name.
Hideaki Anno?
No. Anyways, so I was just playing the line. Thank you, Stas. I appreciate that. So, first he made the ending, right? Mm-hmm. But he ran out of budget. You know, that's why the ending was like super like artistic. Even though they had like
artistic.
It was artistic, dude. Do you know what? This is like a whole deeper meaning behind everything. Anyways, this is gonna be on a YouTube video. By the way,
it is.
People are gonna tune out. It's gonna be great. Anyway, so
I don't mind.
Whole deeper meaning behind it about like Freudian logic and like all that kind of shit. And then he wasn't done with that. He was like, "Hey, I want to say something more." And so then he made the end of Evangelion, which is another movie which is another different ending, but also at the same time the same ending. I don't know how to explain that, but yes. But then after that, Evangelion was all about like accepting reality and learning about like interpersonal relationships and being able to accept consciousness. The problem is that all that his fans at the time took from it was, it's mechs and have waifus like Ayanami. Like Rei Ayanami. Ayanami is like the typical waifu.
What is a waifu?
Oh boy.
Do we have to settle in?
Yeah.
Is that this kind of situation we have to settle in?
Waifu is the ideal girlfriend to the Japanese man.
Okay.
And they toe this line between girlfriend, where they're the girlfriend, but also they do wife things.
Should I ask what do wife sings? What
are
wife things supposed to
mean? They look scarily young.
Yeah.
Which is very concerning. I don't approve of that part. I understand that it is there, but I don't approve of it. That's also, although that's more like lolly, so we're going into a deeper just meaning behind shit that I don't want to go into. Anyways,
staying out of it.
So people saw, Rei, and they were like, "Oh, it's a wife or whatever," and so, so basically, people took out of Evangelion what the creator did not want people to take out. The opposite thing that he wanted people to take out of it, like Evangelion's whole thing about how you shouldn't escape reality, and what people took out of it is, I'm gonna use Evangelion to escape reality. So then he made Evangelion Rebuild, which are the movies that came out after Evangelion, which were like the same concept, but he changed like different aspects of it, and that's why you got Evangelion 1.0, Evangelion 2.0, Evangelion 3.33. Yes. The dude's insane. I love it. So basically, after that,
Where are my stupid Valakuts?
and for some reason, people like didn't like that because he made Evangelion be a typical anime. People were like, "No, Evangelion is so much simpler than that." But he was like, "Dude, this is what you guys wanted. Use Evangelion as an escapism instead of seeing it as what it was." And so it's like, "I'm gonna give you what you want." And so he did. It was like the creator giving a big fuck you to his audience.
Nice.
And they hated it, but at the same time, people that were able to look deeper were like, "Hey, this makes sense." And so you're just going off. Holy shit!
I'm going off so hard over here. This is awesome.
And so that's what the movies are. And then I believe this one's gonna be the final movie, which is Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. The titles are something that are just like going on in my head. Anyways,
that's great.
And so those are the movies that I don't think you have seen.
I only saw the end of Evangelion.
Yeah,
that's the only one.
So
still making some biscuits in my permanent. Yeah, I'm having the same issue here.
Yeah, they move around. It's hard to click them.
It is kind of weird. And my opponent just refuses to lose. Let's move on, opponent.
That's a very weak mentality. It's great.
Can we draw a freaking... You have to find a Valakut.
Hey, you got 3 Valakuts and it's Valakut Exploration number 1.
It's just never gonna happen, huh? Double creatures, draw a card. Got it, champ.
Oh!
That's a pretty nice... Yield, Rose, Flagstaffs. So I'll do cycle first. Boom. Valakut.
There it is. Nice job.
There you go. Scatter Groves. Anything. Whatever. Play this one. Damage. There we go.
Anyways,
that took so long.
Any Evangelion purists, I know I missed some stuff, but I'm just like trying to like tell friends some of the stuff that he's missed. Great show if you haven't seen it, Evangelion. It's on Netflix. Check it out. If you're in the
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I guess
it seems like a bit much.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave it one, but I kind of don't want to draw it. Reclaimer seems relic seems important. Prismatic Omen I kinda like.
Is relic important? It stops time warp, which I guess like the only way to have to do this. Exactly. Oh, it also stops. Yeah, have a word.
We're really hoping you get Force of Negation when Valakut get found. I was kind of expecting the same thing to happen, but like we still had the Ren plus. That's why I didn't plus Ren so far. Because like all we need is the one. We have 1 million lands in hand at that point. Like all we need, we even have fetches in play and everything. So all that we need is just the one of Valakut. So what am I cutting here? I wish I could cut the Ghost Quarter, but I don't think we can because we have to.
They don't play Sanctuary.
They do. They play a 1 of copy.
Really? I thought Spike preferred playing Investigate.
These both.
That's brave.
Yep. I streamed the deck on Monday. Started 3-0, then went 3-2, obviously. I'm pretty chill.
That is true. Fran is the least angry person I've ever known. At least in his later years.
Also, I just realized that we don't have a radiant fountain or anything like that. Maybe we should try to make one for that.
Do you need to? Yeah, like.
I mean,
I guess you have like a bunch of do nothing, so against burn you would be dead.
Yeah, that is kind of my issue.
Like all your 2-drops do nothing.
Ice and Guao.
Oh no, we can't attack anymore.
Because we were so attacking.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying.
I guess we do have to attack now.
No, we don't, because we have this guy. So, get Sputter Groves here.
The fairy doesn't seem that good against us.
The fairy? No, it's not. I think we just Valak it here. It's basically 3 mana war. Draw card.
Oh yes, Stabs, we were talking about that, and since it's a test stream, we're gonna see if everything's like okay, and then once we have a good setup or we comfortable enough, we're gonna do it here. Otherwise, you just have to wait until Fran goes back home. But it's under consideration. Sound might be low.
Also, he has the thing where he doesn't really project when he speaks.
I don't. I'll be a very bad streamer.
You have to really,
I have to consciously think about opening my mouth in order to be heard, which is a weird thing to say, but it is how it is. Gust. What are we gonna do?
Oh, I fucked up. I should have gone in the second balcony before this, because that was lethal, I think. Or close to it.
That is true. I do not.
Oh yeah, this was. Wow, this was definitely lethal, yeah. So we suck here.
¿Quién es David? Hola, David.
No, Davidcito, ¿qué haces, Tito? ¿Todo bien? Qué grande. Qué grande, David, ¿cómo andás? ¿Toda esta gente me está viendo jugar? Sí, sí, sí. Qué grande. Pero sí, estamos jugando acá con mi hermana.
Get back here. We're having fun, opponent.
Yeah, opponent didn't enjoy that anymore. Well, Magic decks, I need mostly mountains, some swamps, maybe an Elephant's deck, a land is land. Oh yeah, a land is land. That's all I need. I'm a very simple man, okay? I'm a very simple man.
I like how you're learning and it's becoming like more like automatic to like change the record.
Yeah.
There was a time where you completely forgot.
Yeah, I would forget for like entire leagues. That sucked. This deck is fucking broken, man. This deck is so broken.
Are you so good?
Like I look at this opening hand and I'm like, what matchups? There's just none.
Well,
there's just none.
Why would this hand fold too?
Land has never been so good in Modern like in 2020. You think so, Bruno? I mean, yes, but also at the same time, I feel like lands have been pretty good for a while.
To be fair, Fran took Brett Nelson's theory of like whenever you net deck, you first add a land and then you play the deck. But Fran just took that part and was like, I'm gonna add 5 just to see what happens,
just to feel something. That's really unfortunate, by the way, the fact that we drew a...
Bruno, I feel you, and it's a bad thing to be addicted to.
Yeah.
But it's also so good.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you have that problem, Bruno.
It's not a problem, it's a privilege.
I'm sorry that you have that problem.
Oh, this run's gonna work.
I think that we might just be dead to the Spike Feeder. My opponent's gonna draw next turn.
Maybe. But at least we get the luxury of killing the Arbor Elf.
We do get to kill the Arbor Elf. I don't know what we do here.
Just once. Because we get to do...
I'm trying to think what I'm going to be doing next turn. I think I'm not going to be activating...
Yeah, we don't have untapped lands.
So I'm going to be using Ren to kill this.
But I think we want to set up... Oh no, because we just get the Flagstones back later.
I think that we just get a fetch land here. Yeah, because we just get the Flagstones later.
Oh, Valakut, in case we draw a...
Yeah, it is either Valakut... The thing is that this allows me to attack for 3. I don't know if that's going to be relevant.
Oh yeah, we're not going to do...
I think we do this. This also allows me to...
Agenda is just so hard to play with. Well, it's not hard to play with, it's just very difficult for it to win. It's difficult to win with it. So there is like a sort of reward in that sense. Get the canopy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So the Agenda has that thing where it feels it's really hard to win with this, so the reward from winning with it is much stronger, and it's like a hit. And you get that hit, and you need another one, but it's so hard to accomplish. Like, so hard.
I could stand here and let my opponent go through everything, but
let's say
like I have a lot.
Like, if your opponent plays a blue land, you're just like, I can't win.
Cryptic Command?
Wait.
Cryptic Command?
You mean that
what?
You can blow me the fuck out with only one card in your deck? What? And then you have to cyber it in a surgical extraction? Literally for that.
My opponent thanks me for conceding to them. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Making you click through everything doesn't make for great content, so...
Also, chat, you're welcome for the Claddity Clad. I'm a traditionalist, some mechanical keywords only.
Oh yeah. And this is how you know that it's a mechanical keyword, you know what I'm saying? This is the enter key right here?
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, that just means you can put it back together. The wife is a no-no, but parents maybe. You already saw my mom.
The thing about my wife showing up is that then the mystery's gone. Do you really want for the mystery to be gone, Chad?
I mean, there's a whole emote about it.
There's an emote. There's the meme.
It's just pure equity.
Exactly. It's just like there's just too much to lose. That's my only issue with that. You know.
Should probably show up at one point. Staff just keep watching.
See, I got them there.
I have to watch.
Got him.
It's just good marketing.
I'm surprised they still have.
Yeah, they should have cybered that out.
Averell on the draw.
This is a Michael Jacobs list, right?
I'm assuming that's the case.
That's a Michael Jacobs list. You can also kill that if you want.
And I guess I'm not really doing anything else. This one. Gain 2 life, you got it.
Busted card.
I mean, we kind of need something here.
But yeah, I'm technically the programmer. You're what? According to lore.
That's what the lore says?
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm sorry, not technically. I am sorry. Yeah.
Of course. Let's not get confused here.
I'm getting our characters trouble.
Let's not get confused here.
Play the blast song.
I guess I play the blast song because we can uptake it while doing other treat things. So we're gonna get pinged. If they have a ballista, they get to kill Ren. That's not really the plan here anyway.
Oh shit. Wait, Mom.
¿Qué?
Chat. Wait, stab's here? Stab. Say one if you're here.
That's my mom.
That's Mom. If not, watch the bot.
Watch the body.
That's
Hi,
Mom.
everyone.
That's good.
Yeah. No. That one. Shut the nose.
Say Thompson another.
The creator. Listen, hi.
Bye.
The creator. This is a family stream now.
I'll turn it on. That's a classic.
How much do I want to level this up?
It's weird. Now you have the door on the other side of you.
Yeah, I know.
Usually the door is this way. And that's like yes.
No.
No, I'm making fun of Fran. Which is basically what I do.
Yeah.
Some people say it's not a character trait. I disagree.
Ooh. What do we got there? What is behind the door?
She's straight up the best stabs. She's straight up the best.
Yeah, she is.
Like, I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm going to, of course. And you guys think you have great moms? You don't. Please. You don't.
The standard is just way too high.
Is it definitely the whole point back?
It is, but I didn't think it was going to be that complicated to achieve that. But
No, I was just asking because I know that was a...
Yeah, that was a very, very loud complaint.
Guess when the next Saturn cast, she will know. She doesn't know what a podcast is.
That is actually true. I don't think she knows what a podcast is. Maybe. No, she probably does. Are we a champion?
That does absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely want to fetch before that gets into play, though.
No, she puts up with me only. Fran gets to. She doesn't have to put up with Fran, just thank God. I can barely put up with Fran like once every couple of months. You'll want to know what Fran does when he comes here. So in my room is where we have all our magic cards, right? And Fran, when he sees magic cards, he suddenly turns like 10 a.m. for some reason. It's like
what do you mean for some reason? For an obvious.
Yeah, we just went. Because we do Flagstones and like Reclaimer. Oh no, wait, we have to play that. Okay. Anyways.
But Reclaimer gets no, because we put the counters on Reclaimer.
Oh, shit.
Reclaimer gets vigilance, baby. That's what happens here, you know.
Wait, why don't you play the vodka?
We Reclaimer and we get more triggers, and Reclaimer gets the Valakut.
Fair enough. Anyways, Fran comes to my room because that's where the magic cards are, and he just like has to like sort them. They're already sorted, but just has to sort them.
But you're sorting them wrong, because you're not sorting them like I would sort them.
Sure.
So they're sorted wrong by definition.
So he just comes in, and then but the thing is like you start sorting them, but you're like, oh shit, I have to go home, and
that does happen.
And then like I go into my room. How are they sorted correctly? And then Fran comes in and like unsorts them, and is like, don't worry, I'll sort them. And he doesn't because they're like not to flex, but there are too many cards. And then my room is just like the floor. I have to like tiptoe through it in order to like not step on all the cards that are like just thrown over there for some reason.
Get over it, dude.
Because sometimes he sorts them by deck, which is I appreciate that sort. But sometimes he just sorts them by Maracos and color, which I also appreciate that. But I think it's like you don't finish, so they're just there.
It's really tough.
Then I have to spend the next 2 days sorting them myself. And then he comes back and I'm like, they're not sorted correctly.
Because they aren't.
And then we have like an infinite loop.
I think I'm gonna try it first.
And to
It's
any programmers out there, they understand that infinite loops are bad. And that's my room. An infinite loop.
So now we get to Valak Exploration, which is kind of hot. Oh, yeah, that thing's dead. Path might try it. I would appreciate it. That didn't happen. Also, should have been out there. Minor mistake. Not a big deal, because still get through this.
Yeah, which is exploration and then fetch for
mountain. So, fetch for. Is it basic mountain?
Yeah, luckily we don't do that because we've spent an ungodly amount of money on perfect hits. So
by we, he means me.
True.
In case there was any doubt.
Yeah, it's mostly friends collection. I just like keep it safe, basically.
Keep it safe. Yeah. That's.
I mean, it's safer here than your place.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Look at Gracer. Look at Gracer doing insane amounts of work right here.
How do you pronounce Shotna's name? Is it just Shotna?
Shauna.
Shauna.
Hey Shauna, how's it going? We're gonna get Cocoed here. No, Helioded.
True, a friend does say that. Oh, he did that once.
What?
You get a full set. Oh no, you did it twice. You also got a full set of Ikoria, but it wasn't as bad. But you got the full set of Theros.
Oh, this is interesting.
But yeah, that's a good play. Getting their gambling tension. Actually, that's really doing that.
No, I'm thinking about whether I want to play my fetch because I have a Valak Exploration in place.
I think we do. Genre cards. That's not a good job. We're like total.
Might be. We have enough mana to test everything like that, so.
I don't have an. Thank you, Shauna. I really appreciate that. I do have an accent, but I've interacted with more California people, so I kind of have a Cali accent.
Right, whiff.
Oh, I'm his brother, by the way.
Whiff.
That's a whiff.
That's a whiff.
I mean, if they haven't picked it yet, then they whiffed. Oh, this is a half.
That's a whiff. We can beat that. Okay. What do they exile here, though? I think they probably have to exile the Valak Exploration. Champerino in there.
Wait, so no one thought it was a good card? How?
That sucks.
I am a man of culture. We just had a whole. I'm sorry you missed it, Shauna, but we had a whole discussion about weakness. That's a good draw. We had a whole discussion about weakness and the meaning of Evangelion, which I had a monologue basically.
Monologue,
yeah.
Monologue is more accurate.
So that was it. Nowhere in a silly hat. Oh, just give me time. I'll get one.
What is this silly enchantment? It's called Valak Exploration. It does some silly things.
Hey, the Zoom works.
The what?
The Zoom. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Didn't even notice. Cool.
I feel like we're like really close to dead, but they just haven't been able to like close. I mean, if they do our land, we're dead. Yeah, I don't know why they do.
Because they have the ballista in hand, so they need one more mana. They win.
Yeah, but I mean, first we play a fetch. That's number one.
What do we get here? Another Ren.
So now we definitely minus.
Let's fetch first, though.
Yeah, it's a blue errand, so we're tapped.
Flagstones. Sad face.
You know, after
plus that one. That's the turn.
the plot sucks, it's a person overcoming all their, wrong urges, I guess. Their natural conditioning. It's about.
So they got it.
It's a lot about personal growth. Spike wears a shark hat. She probably wears more.
No Titan yet.
That shark hat is powerful.
Yeah, the shark hat is nice. Alright, GG's opponent, you got me. That's sad, man. Like, we just whiffed for so long. It's crazy. We just need to find the Dryad. Bolt would have done it. We just had so many good draws there, but somehow we just whiffed forever.
2-1-2.
That does seem like a bad matchup, however. As it often is for this kind of deck, we don't have that much removal. And that's like the thing that you want against a Heliod deck. Also, the Heliod deck is messed up.
You know what's the epitome of junk? The fact that a creature combo deck is a bad matchup. That's just junk. In a nutshell.
Does Jump even have good matchups anymore? Is there such a thing as a good
I
matchup for Jump?
started writing your screenplay, and then Egg also started like going ham on it, but I think he
Be nostalgic how the two of you used to play MTG with one deck. What do you mean?
you were play well back? No, I think I always had to. Well, in the beginning, Frana was the only one that went to LGSs to play. I just played at home. I didn't even know how to read, so.
You were a coward.
I was fucking 5, dude.
I didn't go to LGSs when I was 5.
No, you were 11 or 12, maybe like 15, and then I was 9, and I was still way too young to go to an LGS. Especially in Argentina, you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
When I was young, I had a Goblins deck. I was ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah.
Now everybody plays Goblins.
Still nobody plays Goblins now. One deck for the two of us. Well, we did have like a beast deck way back when.
Oh, I have the Crozen. What's it called in English?
How do I know? Can you please not counter this? They countered it.
Technically, they bounced it.
Yes, nicely though. So mean.
Now they counter. Oh.
Let's go.
That's called ramping, my guy.
Yep.
We never really had one like in.
Slide drop.
What was the deck that you played at that tournament that you ended up first, I ended up second, and our other brother ended up third? Because our other brother had a green black mid range deck with that 6 mana 6/6 that return creatures at the end of the turn. He had like hybrid mana. He had that deck. And then he also had a succulent. He had that zombie that had dredge. I remember at that point I thought dredge was terrible. I was very young. Then I had a more red goblins deck that was sick. It was aggro as fuck.
I think I know what you're talking about, but you're talking about like seal decks.
No, it was Ursa. I went to Ursa. We played a tournament, and
Oh yeah.
it was like an FNM.
Yeah.
And I played goblins. Martin played that Grim Black Pitwitch deck.
I was back in the Blue Green Madness days, man.
Oh, you played Madness. That's it.
Back in the Blue Green Madness days.
Your deck was so much better than everyone else's.
Those were the days. Do we jam Titan here is the question.
Michael or the main? That sounds painful. Luckily, in Argentina, like, people only had access to the card they had, you know? So, even if it was Versa Blog, I imagine not a lot of people, like, knew basically how busted that was. So everyone just play what they had.
Yeah. We didn't know what formats were until I started living here in the US.
I remember you blew my mind when you showed me a Splinter Twin.
Yep.
That was the first deck you showed me after like a decade of not seeing a Magic card. And you were like, look, check this out. Splinter Twin and Cedar XR. And I was like, wait, it goes infinite? What? Infinite? How? Does it win with just 2 cards? Where are the goblins?
It's too much power.
And it was too much power.
Yeah, indeed it was.
And then Cidraino was a thing. Russian Modern Champion 2019 play champion. OG Tinker? What did OG Tinker get? The Tinker. Because it wasn't what they gave today, which is either Citadel or
two fields in play. Just get Ghost Quarter so we don't get locked out.
I haven't played Kitchen Table Magic since that time. Since like other kids.
Kitchen Table?
Everything I play today has to be some sort of format. Masticore? Oh, that's...
Tangle War, Masticore, will take keys.
Those are legit, those are some fair gets with Tinker. Phyrexian Processor, what's that?
Processor is an artifact.
I know that
when it
Processor
comes
is like...
into play, you pay any amount of life, and then you would spend some mana, I don't remember how much it was, and you would tap it, and then you would put a token into play that has power and toughness equal to the amount of lives that you paid when you played.
Oh, it was the... I remember there was a World Championship final that was Finkel against Meyer, and they played Processor Mirror. That's Processor Assault. Phyrexian Processor. That's Phyrexian Processor is available playing him on the life, yeah. Redux, alright. Yep. Yeah. I remember that. And
back in the day, that's what...
And then...
that was okay, I guess.
And the mirror was really weird where, like, you usually just paid 19 life or something.
Yeah, because nobody could pressure life totals.
And in the mirror, you had to be different. And you had to, like, depending on the number that you played, it was basically changed the style of matchup that it was going to be. Or something like that.
Phyrexian Processor. That's back then when, in Argentina, there was like an Inquest magazine, but it was like the Argentinian version, which was called Master de los Juegos.
You know, one of the things that one of the things that I think Pokemon has in the Magic is that I remember when you were a kid, I was fascinated with like the gym badges that you would get for going to Pokemon
Yeah,
tournaments.
that was cool.
That was a very silly thing that just blew my mind, and I was fascinated by it.
Yeah, that was cool. And I'm not gonna play around Shadow Out. I think it's more likely for them to have actually Shadow Out.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
That is. Wait, before the trigger.
Yeah, I guess I have to do this now.
Brave.
Bad draw. Bad draw.
I don't want to say we can't beat this game, but
It got harder.
yes,
That's what she said. Yep.
brain.
Yep.
Master Transmuter. Just figuring out what to do. That sounds very silly, Steps. I think you took advantage of your friends.
Turns are get permanent control card.
Response out back. Oh, Sanctuary active. What the fuck is up with that card?
Mystic Sanctuary?
Yeah, well, they were like, oh, this is okay.
I don't know. Basically, what happened is like they were good at designing magic cards, and they started sucking for no apparent reason. And that's it. That's the story.
Wait, who is legit Fran? Master. Are you throwing the dice to bolt argument, Stabs? I remember when people like freaked out about Kaladas because he was like, oh, it's a 3/4. Oh my god.
Who?
Kaladas.
Oh, Kalitas.
Yeah. Yeah, Dryad is busted because of 2/4. Oh, those are sick. Well, at least the metal one. Have you seen that one?
I saw that one.
It's insane.
Not sure how I feel about them.
It's so good. Oh shit. It's so good.
Not sure how I feel about them. Like, they're not magic cards anymore, right? Like, just them being magic cards is just...
No.
It's just... Calling them magic cards is just not realistic, right? At this point.
I mean, we had inventions, so... Well, not inventions, invocations, that's what they're called.
Yeah, but this, these don't even look like magic cards anymore. Like, there's the setup. Like, the freaking...
If you're...
The freaking, what's his name? The freaking...
border?
The border is not there, of course, but I'm talking about the... like, even the symbols, like the mana symbols aren't even there.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in the top, in the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Never mind then.
I mean, you don't have to, like... It's not like you have to remember exactly how the mana cost is.
I mean, if you wanted to assume that your opponent doesn't just know, right? Like, if your opponent's a new player, it would help for them to know what they are getting, you know? I don't know.
I still watch Bob Ross's stream. Do you ever watch that?
I have never. No.
It's whenever I'm like, I have like a bad day or something. Usually they just stream on the weekends, but it's just like it brings you like so much. It was Bob Ross has helped me so much through college. Like some days I just like wanted to throw everything out, and then I was just like watching Bob Ross stream, and I was just a new person.
Do we care about this?
How could we do anything about it?
Just about.
I think we do. Because it's like their only way to get to get into the game. Because
Maybe shouldn't have gotten around there.
Because only have 2 cards.
Yeah, they only have 2 cards. Well, one of those cards could be fact or fiction.
I've never watched One Dogs, but it's like one of those shows that I hear like referenced a lot.
There we go. Remember when I said that one of those cards might be fact or fiction?
Fuck is.
Remember when I said that?
Wait, that sounds like so weird. I mean, Bob Ross technically was a Navy. I think it was Navy or Air Force. Air Force. He was in the Air Force, and he was like a commander. Not a commander, but like one of those captains. It was one of those dudes that like yell at you to do like a drill correctly. So that was Bob Ross, which is like something completely wild compared to the Bob Ross that people normally see.
This is. I'm so proud of this line here.
No, Big Monkey. I'm an attractive Pawluszek. He's an unattractive Pawluszek. So it's like easy to tell the difference. Oh, you're double. They're probably gonna flop again.
That's fine. We test them out. In fact, we even get to do this first. They have only one unknown card.
They can't trigger the bolt.
They cannot trigger hold, you know? My camera is broken. Maybe you've drunk too much. Or you've drunk not enough.
I think too. We're seeing 2, I think it's too much.
We could go for lethal.
Now?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they don't have rewards.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I'm YOLOing here, but I think that they have something. We have Cryptic.
Oh,
That sucks.
Big fat punish.
The last card in hand that I don't know about is exactly Cryptic Command. It's probably okay.
I am not Mary Shauna. Are you interested?
Which one do I shoot? God damn it. That was funny.
We had that happen in my D&D game yesterday. They also get morph for something that looked like one of the. Oh yeah, weed. Oh no, weed. I guess D&D's not weed. Yeah. Well, but one of the characters that we have is called Bebe Beastar, which is a reference to JoJo. So
JoJo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, it's a reference to Jonathan Joestar. What a great show.
You're just saying words which don't mean anything.
Oh shit. Oh, isn't it better to just like give them a gas in 2 lands and 2 hands?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm checked out of this game. My opponent just not drew me so hard. It just doesn't matter anymore.
To be fair, they're playing FOF, and FOF is.
Yeah, but even after their FOF resolved, they didn't have anything, right?
You know, Shauna, I was liking you there at one point, but now I'm just like I'm a little bit hurt. You don't have enough money to cycle and then play. Unfortunate. Oh shit! Holy fuck! They have absolutely everything.
Yep.
Oh shit!
To say that we got outdrawn is probably an understatement. I think I'm just gonna back it in.
Well, yeah, that is true. All attractive men are taken.
Facts.
Eat your friends. It's funny because you're
friends.
It's funny because your first name is Fran, then my name comes too. Then your first name is Juan. Fuck, I fucked up the joke.
Wow. You had something there. You had something.
Your first name is
The
Juan.
delivery.
My name can be too.
The delivery. The delivery was just not there.
I'm the worst. The bad timeline. Wow.
Sudden realization.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Stabs. That makes me feel better.
Both winners. Indeed.
So how are we winning this matchup?
The same way we won the first one. Just my opponent not completely destroying me. I don't like these wildfires either. But
that is true. I do know. I mean, Fran is the one that introduced me to Evangelion, but then I went beyond and got into JoJo and to Shonen.
I knew about JoJo because the PlayStation game from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was awesome. It was so good, and I was very good at it.
The fighting game?
Yeah. From the PS1. That was really sick. But I didn't know it was like a series, you know?
That is true. Fran is not a brew.
Yeah, I don't know what. I am against anything that the word poop stands for.
Whoa! That is not very Poobian of you.
No. This one.
This is a great hand, by the way.
So, trying to figure out.
As long as I have push, even if we have push, we're fine.
Bottom that because I can just I can just wildfire my own 5 stones. It's not a big stomp that here.
That is true, Stabs. Those are facts.
Oops.
I do have a pillow. It's not a white one, actually, but I do have a pillow. I did have push.
Which is not that surprising, really. Forest. This.
Corresponds with the pillow. I hope people don't actually believe that I have a body pillow. Although that might be gone now.
No, we're talking about right now.
True.
Well, it's part of the charm, though.
What's that?
Well, this is a hard one.
Fran might be a man of culture, but I'm a man of culture.
Facts.
Oh yeah! You have to do the push-ups. I have to make you do the push. I'll work on it through the week, but I'll get them to them. I mean, I do moisturize my hands. That sounds awful, but yes, I do that. I even moisturize my face, which friends saw me do for the first time yesterday. And
some things you just cannot unsee. You know?
I've never seen him be so disappointed in me.
There are some things that you just cannot unsee them. You know.
There's not really like. Yeah, like this.
You get here. Lone.
Rather be in the graveyard.
Take one, opponent. Ha!
Shona is gonna go ham on you, your chest, and triceps.
Got a push. Aww.
Well, they have push next turn, unless they draw something.
Reclamation.
See, this one will mess.
Don't have something. Don't have something, opponent.
They've been 10k for a while. Where have you been, Stabs? Oh, you know what that means? It means that you haven't been redeeming your push-up points. And I'm very disappointed in you. Wow. Yes. I said it.
Oh, Mr. Seri with the raid, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream.
That might have been very loud. Sorry, chat. Our volume level was like kind of out of whack.
Our volume levels are not doing hot right now.
This is a
Critic
landfall economy.
counter draw.
Ooh, the staff's looking at the long run. He doesn't invest in penny stocks. Staffs invest in like big stuff, you know.
Just gonna log it up here.
Is Valid Explosion at the beginning of the chance? Or at the beginning of your run stuff?
That's a good question. No, you can fetch on your opponent's turn,
And you have it on
and you get to do your turn.
That is sick.
So you have like your entire turn to cast them. So I guess I messed up there.
Oh no,
I should have done it on their upkeep, but I wanted to do it while we could not get.
Sliver Queens. To be fair, Sliver Queens, it's like how much by now?
We just do this, right? We give them all the lands, and they lose in the yard.
I mean, if they do keep the Ur, I guess, yeah.
No, it doesn't work. We actually want the Uro in their hand. So
Yeah, I
we
think they
do
have to
this,
do-
right?
I mean, they're gonna be able to Uro and
No, not this turn.
Mana-
This is
Mana's-
just main phase.
yeah,
This is just their main phase.
the thing is like mana's not an issue for them. So I mean, they're not gonna be able to play it now, but next turn they're gonna be able to like Uro and escape it anyways. I think it's true that we have to separate the lands and fetches.
I think we do this because we'd rather have them have this instead of fetches.
This seems like a good split.
Fact or Fiction is such an awesome card.
I'm actually
Like I get owned by it, so that part sucks. But I think it's great that the card is.
oh my god, total fall. Can we play that deck? It's totally not gonna work when we play it, but it's kind of beautiful. We're also like so dead.
Scuba, Stones, Fetch.
Nice to meet you, Shauna. Thank you for your support to the stream.
You know what? Hey, Shanna, thanks for hanging out. Counter targets. That is interesting.
It's gonna take a while, but it's blasting. Cat.
I mean, we can kill Uro, but it's probably not pretty so we're not gonna, but we can eventually get rid of this first. Wilderness and work.
It's gonna take a long time.
It's gonna take 2 turns. And they're gonna cryptic tap. We're gonna cryptic bounce my blast too, so this is gonna take longer than that. Damn it.
Things are not looking at no house.
Nope.
Another factor fiction.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So Uro, Tron to the fall.
I love how main you cheap pronounces.
Uro. Something else like that.
Aaron, that's a lot of math for me. We don't do math here.
What is this beautiful pile of cards? It's called a work in progress. It is called a work in progress.
Who was the person that...
Also, I should have put the Nexus by itself. I forgot that they can just like cast it this turn. That was a mistake.
I'm sorry. Who was the person that made the deck? Who was the person that made the deck?
That one? The one my opponent's playing?
No, that you're playing.
That I'm playing?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I had the name
I
before.
forgot. Aaron with the tier 1 sub. Coming back for 26 months. Aaron, one of the OG members of the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the continued support, my man.
I think I'm close to my first Switch, baby.
Aww. Aww.
It's really funny, Stabs. The name was actually Modern Lands. And I looked at Fran and I said, isn't it like literally every deck you play?
Hey, I know what I like, okay?
It's like, this one you're gonna call Modern Lands?
I know what I like.
Oh yeah, we're totally in a winning position right now, especially if we crack.
We got this in the bag, we got it.
Especially if we crack this blast zone on 3, we're gonna blow up our only enchanted that's quote unquote keeping us in the game. But that Uro is also gonna take us out of the game, so it's kinda like a
Boom. What are you gonna do about this one, opponent?
You can do literally anything.
Yeah, there's too many things to do at this point.
That's unfortunate.
Land. Let's go.
Draw a card.
Hook me up here. Hook me up here, Valakut Exploration. Let's go. Commune. Yes. Yes, we're doing that thing. Just, I guess, milling ourselves. Felida Retreat. I guess we have to get a Reclaimer, though.
Yeah,
Because they have Remand.
Yeah.
Sad face.
Really, really appreciate Aaron you helping out this idiot. That kind of says a lot about your own judgment, but I'm not gonna judge that of you. I just appreciate that you're a good person.
You just judge judgment? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying...
Are you judging judgment?
I am, but also at the same time, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna triple block this.
And you're like, wee!
It's not gonna work out, but I'm gonna so triple block this right here.
Wait, what was the Pioneer deck that Stuffs sent you?
I streamed it on Monday. Went 4-1.
What was the idea behind the deck? I must have missed that.
It looks like this.
Oh, this one!
Yep.
I remember this.
This went 4-1 on stream.
To be fair, it's because you have
81 cards.
It's because you have an Uro and an Omnat.
Of course, yeah, that's the only reason.
That's literally the only reason why that deck
That is literally the only reason. Could have easily went 5-0. Easily. I messed up though.
I mean, Aaron, if you like Amulet, Fran hasn't touched that card in like a bit. He has had a love affair with Reclaimer for the past like 2 months.
Reclaimer is my bae now.
You've had that affair ever since you casted. I introduced Fran to Canadian Highlander, and he played a turn 1 Reclaimer, and he was like, "This card's busted. Why am I not playing more of it?" And then he went home and started making Reclaimer deck. So I feel partially responsible for what's been going on in the stream for the past couple of months. And I'm sorry.
Partially responsible is like the best kind of responsible. So.
Yeah, because you don't take full responsibility.
Alright, we're just getting owned by this nonsense.
I mean, you didn't have to worry to begin with because Amulet's not gonna be there.
It always...
Field? Maybe.
It always...
Field is the only one.
What's the word I'm looking for here? It always surprises me, baffles me.
Dumps you down.
All of the above. When people argue about like Field or like Reclaimer, I guess Field is the only argument that I accept. But like when they argue about like Amulet or like about Primetime being banned, and I'm like,
yeah, but Primetime that's
really?
silly. It's like, dude, you have to make a whole like around it, and there's like a million ways to stop it.
We got him. We finally got him. Get out of here with your nonsense cryptic loops. Just don't have the fourth one, okay? Can we settle on that? Just don't have the last one? I think they might have played the Euro by this point, so I'm assuming it's not in their hand anymore.
It's funny because the only way you can't answer Primal Titan is if you're jump, basically. And they top deck a Primal Titan because you fancy them.
But John can't beat decks, period. Like, John just cannot beat magic decks.
That's the thing. Like, the only people that complain about Primal Titan is like people that just got beat by it, even though their deck can beat them very easily. Or John players, which just can't beat the card.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's like complaining that, you know, if I'm an Amulet player and just... Okay, we're dead. Just complaining that they should ban Bloodman, you know? It's just like...
I love Bloodman. People hate Bloodman, but I love it.
I mean, that's my point. It's just like, just because you can't beat it, that doesn't mean that the card needs to be banned. It's just that you suck and you should probably play something else. Okay, so, one thing that I was thinking while playing this deck is that we might want some number of Veil of Summers.
Really? Mm-hmm. Also, you want a Radiant Bant.
And I don't think I want Primeval Titan in this deck, actually. So what we can do is we can play another Wildfire in the main deck. And then... I don't love the Omen, but like I get it. Commune with the Gods was actually pretty bad, so I guess I'm gonna play some Explorers over it.
How many Explorers?
I don't know, but now it's like an Exploration combo deck, so... So we got some Explorers going on. We talked about Radiant Fountain.
That's a good question, Pat.
Yeah, Path. We also consider that in this sideboard. So maybe instead of bold, we want Path. Again, this is something that I did consider. Let's get the correct art. That's something that I did consider when building the deck, but I ended up going this route instead. There's also we could have Naya bottom, because it's kind of like a split between Force of Vigor and like a card that actually answers that could be good at like gaining life against aggro, so maybe we want Naya bottom instead of the second Force.
Zampi's here? Oh, Zampi's here is good versus Storm, basically.
The what?
Zampi's here is good versus Storm.
Yeah, this is there for the combo decks. This is not there for Tron. It's like I'm gonna bring it in against Tron, but like it's not there for Tron. We're at 33 lands right here. Feels like maybe we can cut one land. Maybe one of the thickets. Also, I feel like I would like to have access to maybe one more fetchable planes. Right now we have two of these, one of these, because we only have like the one basic planes in this list. Maybe we can... I don't want to add another basic though. I don't think I like a second basic.
You might cut one of the forests for the snowball planes.
No, because the planes, like the basic planes, we already have the planes and we also have the 4 flagstones, and all of these lands don't cast Rain on 2. Which is my issue.
Is there no another...
Maybe we should have another Feather Retreat.
I guess
because
now,
we cut the prime times.
I guess now they're harder to find since we don't have the community.
Yeah. Full copy. We bring the wildfires to the main, which is nice. We could also just try something like this. What's up? How's this going? Haven't seen Nira in a long time. Did they just all switch to Soul spells? Maybe. Maybe it's just... I mean, Oops is just a better version of Neobrand, right? At this point.
It's much more consistent. It's harder to hate.
and it's just slightly less bad,
It's not
less
faster,
good,
so-
less fast. Yeah, I mean,
It's not faster, but
this is kind of hot. Yeah, yeah. This looks. The first league we went 2-3, which is fine. Like usually my whenever I grab a brew, usually I don't start off. I don't think I've ever like for that's not true. Actually, Ren Memes was the only brew that I ever put together where my first league was a 4-1. Crazy, right?
didn't you do very well with the Astro Slider?
I tried really hard for that one, and the best I could ever do was a 4-1. I 3-2 and 2-3 that many leagues.
You never
with Astro Ren.
You never 5-0 with Astro Ren?
Nope, I was never able to. I was really excited when I got that 4-1. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Where's Astro Ren? It should be somewhere there. There we go. Astro Ren. So I think I would try this next time I try this out. This seems like the kind of brew that I'm going to try out for like maybe probably more than I should. So I'm gonna be talking about like 4 or 5 leagues, and then maybe I will eventually give up on it, or maybe the complete opposite will happen and I will just like break it again. Dude, Green White Reclaimer is a tier 1 deck.
2 best one.
Dude, like for real, it's been showing up in literally every single top 8 of any modern event.
But tier
It won and got 3rd in the last one.
I mean, I would consider 4-color Omnath tier 1 or some kind of.
4-color Omnath is tier 0. 4-color Omnath is tier 0. That's like the best deck in the format. And anybody that argues that is just wrong. There are decks that you can build to beat that deck, but that doesn't mean that 4-color Omnath is still not the best deck. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna. The next league that I play, I'm gonna start with this. Maybe I want more relics too. It feels like the matchup that we just lost against Bug Udo. If I had access to a relic, we would have been able to win.
I know it's a sacrilegious, but isn't 33 lands too much?
No, not really for this kind of deck. Like we have, these mean that basically the argument for this kind of deck is that you don't need, like lands are not bad draws. Like that's the point of it, right? Like all of these cards, by design, all of these cards mean that all you need to do is you need to draw one of these. And you need to resolve just one of these. Maybe even this one's count. And these just cantrip and they need to push the rest. But all of these cards just mean that you just don't need to, like you don't need to play any more spells, right? If you have Failure Retreat, all you need to do is just hit your land and you're gonna be fine. That's like the point of this style of deck. So, I mean, Green White Reclaimer right now is playing like 34 or 35 lands. Have a Hat Friend, no Hat Friend, they can go twice as long. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe in future legs.
Yeah, not today. Today was experimental stream, and I think it worked out well, right? How has the audio been and the video quality, all that stuff?
Was it choppy at times?
Yeah.
Or...
Did we ever cut out all that stuff? Because yeah, we're gonna try again tomorrow, and well, maybe not tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but on Friday and maybe even Saturday for sure. But yeah, No Hat Fran is a little harder to hear.
That's just my own voice.
You gotta.
I have to be consciously a little bit louder.
Yeah, you gotta be projecting.
Black Friday isn't a holiday. It's a scam. That's what it is.
Black Friday, I don't think I would count as a holiday now. But yeah, I mean, this was fun. This was fun. You have a good time, chat. Yell at us, No Hat Fran.
You see, I haven't interacted in this way that much with you guys, so I'm not as angry at you guys naturally than Fran. So That's like the only issue.
The screaming is a lot more limited. Exactly.
See, the thing is, like, I managed
Talk
Ashiok.
to chat like we all minus Ashiok. That is priceless.
The thing is, I've managed Ashiok myself, so I relate to that.
Yeah, I should be screaming at him instead. In fact. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoy this. And again, if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments and stuff, and we can maybe fix things for the next one. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking it out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Fuck you! How dare you! You monster! It actually hurt me to see that.
I created you.
What the fuck, man?
Alright. See you all in the next one.